Hi folks, welcome back to Michelle Reads a Lot of Fantasy. I'm gonna be honest guys, I am really nervous about starting another fantasy book because it is just so much time and effort to have the characters and to write about them and everything. And I'm like, oh man, I just it's like you write it and then maybe like one person like a year later reads it and they're like they just they don't give you any kind of indication if they liked it or they didn't like it, which is annoying and just um but I understand that review spaces are not for authors, they're for for readers, but that doesn't stop authors from actually going on there and looking at the reviews and kind of wondering, you know, if they were on something when they read the book and everything. But I started the first chapter of my book. I have the word my file is untitled because I don't have a title for the book. I've no desire to come up with a title until like I'm at least like 75,000 words in it. My goal this month is to write a total of about 10,000 words because I want to try to get maybe like 90,000 words into it and then go on Canva and get my cover art ready. And if I'm able to do that, if I'm able to do 90,000 words, so this is like May, like I'll do like 10,000 words a month. So like, let's see here, like January of next year, and then I can probably release it maybe like the end of the year or something like that. Um, so I started the first chapter of it. It was like 161 words I did, which people might think, oh my god, you only did 161 words. Well, I did over 1,000 words. I'm up to like I'm getting close to like 12,000 words, and my goal. So like my goal for this week was to get to chapter 15, which I actually succeeded in doing, which was really great for my cozy mystery book. So now like my new goal for this week coming up is to get to like 18,000 words, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to do that. People might think that, oh, you're just doing like 7,000, like almost close to 6,000 more words. It can't be that difficult. And normally it's not, but what the fact is that I work and I'm so exhausted when I get home from work and all I just want to do is curl up and go to bed. It kind of becomes a little difficult, and I'm sitting myself. The reason I'm doing only 10,000 words this month is because of how exhausted I am when I like get off of work and everything. This week coming up, I'm off on the weekend, so if I am kind of like, if I feel like that I've not yet reached like 2,000 words by the time Saturday comes around, then I definitely will do that. But that's what I'm really hoping to do, because I'm setting up the world that these characters live in, and the world that this Black Knight lives in, and kind of like, I started out the chapter with kind of like, these four words that the Black Knight kind of lives by, which is blood, pain, power, and something else. I forgot what it was because I have my computer off. And he lives by these four like principles of like power, blood, pain, maybe torture. I can imagine him being kind of like getting his jollies off on all that, but he actually does. It's very stimulating for his nether regions, so to speak, because he just loves it. He just thrives on like, like rape and blood and pain and death and screaming and hopelessness and everything like that. He's like a classic like middle like fantasy villain, fantasy villain. Um, and his horse is normal. I didn't make his horse supernatural kind of way. I just wanted him to like be this really big asshole on this really beautiful horse. He is the world's biggest asshole, and he loves it. He loves being an asshole. I will let you guys know that. He takes like sadistic pleasure in like what he does, and literally like, if I could say anything about the Black Knight, he's not a shadow daddy, because he just is not hot. He's like a 900-year-old like knight, and the only thing that keeps him going is just what he can do to people. But yeah, so I have 161 words done in it, because literally like I just wanted the first chapter to be intentionally super short. Like you will literally have this chapter read in like 5 seconds if you don't hurry up and you're not busy annotating your page. But yeah, it definitely is interesting to create a villain and just say, yeah, this is what he is. This is what he gets off on. This is why he's danger. And I was actually surprised that the name I chose for the kingdom that he's about ready to invade is actually a word. I was like, damn, it actually is a word. Like, it was like, I love it. I love it. So tomorrow I'm going to work on chapter 2 of the book. I'm going to do about 4 pages. Try to get up to like 1,000 words, and that will be really great. And that will mark off like the first like official week that I'm working on this book. And I just really kind of want to sit there for a little bit and think about, okay, this is what the character's doing. Where is he or she going to go next? And I come to this conclusion. I've got to work on this fantasy book every single day. If I don't, I'm going to lose the flow of the story and everything. So I'm just going to I have to be at work at 9 tomorrow. I work 9 to 5. I was originally supposed to work 9 to 2, but then they added 3 more hours, which is fine. I will not, when I come home, I will not work on it, because I would have worked on it already for the day. I will try to work on chapters 15, at least chapter 15 tomorrow. So I kind of want to work on chapter 15 and then switch over to the fantasy book and work on chapter 2. And then at the end of this week, I will give you guys an update on how many words I have written. But as I said, I really kind of just want to focus on that. Focus on these 2 books, and then in July, I'm going to, or I may just go ahead and start on it at the end of this month, but I'm working on I want to work on I don't know, maybe 30 short fantasy stories. They're not interconnected in any kind of way, or they might be part of the world that I'm writing right now. I'm trying to look here. Did I get any books that are fantasy? Oh yeah, I did pick up a book last month called Mage of No House. That is, look at that. That is color right there. I love it. I love it. I also got Eclipse Empire. I actually have the first book in that series. So I have that one. The first book was good. It's like a shifter. It's like a shifter thing. Um, so I got that one, and I also did pick up the Dungeon Anarchist Cookbook, which is number 3. I'll be reading that later on in the year. I also got last month This Kingdom Will Not Kill Me. That one. I got that one. I also got The Watchmaker's Daughter by C.J. something. Dragon's Blood, which is supposed to be a clean romantasy. Then I got To Kill a Fae, and that is it. So I got about 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I also got The Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, which is 5, 6, and 7. So I don't really have a lot of 8. I really don't have a lot of fantasy books on my Kindle, but on my Kobo, I've got a whole bunch. So I'm thinking about doing another video today where I tell you some of the fantasy books that I got on here, and I really can't wait to get my Kobo Libra Color in on Wednesday. When that comes in, I will have a full colored, like, larger e-reader that I can, read my books. But yeah. Alright, so I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye.